This is the Toyota GR Yaris. Released in 2020, demand for these was unprecedented. Car people all over the world were clambering to get their orders in. You've probably seen loads of rave reviews about this car already. Today's review is all about if this car is still worth buying in 2025. And the short answer is yes. By 2020, Toyota had already made its return to the World Rally Championship. But to take things to the next level, they needed a proper homologation special. Partnering with Gazoo Racing and with input from rally legend Tommy Mäkinen, as well as CEO Akio Toyoda, they created the GR Yaris, a road car built with rallying in its DNA. So the GR Yaris joins a load of very, very special cars, homologation specials, such as the Audi Quattro, the Lancia Delta Integrale, the Toyota Celica GT4, and Scoobies and Evos. The Celica, which I'll talk about a bit later on, had an all-wheel drive system. This has a four-wheel drive system that's adjustable. So there's a dial by the gear lever just down here, and you can adjust the drive that gets delivered to the front and rear wheels. So normal mode is 60% at the front and 40% at the rear. Sports mode is 30% at the front and 70% to the rear. And then track mode, you have 50% to the front and 50% to the rear. Some of you may be thinking, actually, that's quite interesting, because if you're getting 70% to the rear, then that makes this a very rear-wheel drive biased car, if you wish it to be, which means you can drift the car. You can get the back out. Nearly every aspect of this car is just done so well. The engine is a 3-cylinder 1.6 litre engine, pumps out 257 brake horsepower, and it's revvy as well. It's turbocharged, and it revs and revs and revs. It sounds so good. It feels really muscular, really muscular. It pulls across the whole rev range, and it just feels like such a bigger engine than it really is. This has a heavy feeling gear shift, clunky but not inaccurate. It's a very, very unique kind of feel. I can't kind of compare it to any other car. You know, BMWs have quite notchy gear shifts generally, the manuals, but it's lovely and accurate. It's lovely and accurate. You'd never miss a gear in this. The steering on this is brilliant. It's just direct. It changes direction easily. It's sharp, very sharp. The steering's great. All right, you don't have a huge amount of feel. There's not a huge amount of feel, but it's totally accurate. I'm placing it exactly where I want it to be. The last few cars we've done on Shooting Brake have been older school cars which have got awesome steering. This is a newer car, pretty much brand new, and it's also four-wheel drive. So the four-wheel drive aspect normally takes a bit of feel out of the steering, which it does in this instance, and the fact that it's modern also does. But it goes where you want it to, and it's predictable. I can have a little bit of feeling, probably just enough. When this came out in 2020, a lot of the reviews compared the then current cars. So the Fiesta ST, the Civic Type R, the Golf R, but I don't think any of them are competitors or compared to this car. This is a rally car. It's not just a hot hatch, it's a rally car. It's got four-wheel drive. You can adjust it so it's rear-wheel drive biased. Those cars are all front-wheel drive. Obviously the Golf R is four-wheel drive, but you can't drift a Golf R. You can drift this car. So I've been thinking about what it really does compare to, and You know, again, some people have talked about the Celica GT4, but I think a car that it actually compares to is a car that I used to have, which is a Porsche 911, which is a 992.2 Turbo S. You might think I'm crazy, but believe me, they're actually very similar cars. They both have rear-wheel drive bias four-wheel drive. They both have a turbocharged engine. They're both huge fun. They're both all-weather weapons. And believe it or not, this car would not be much slower than a 991.2 Turbo S on a B road. Not on the open road, it's just not got the torque or the horsepower. But I would definitely compare them. Talking about Celicas, we had an ST205 GT4 Celica on shooting brake. It sold really well, and it actually went off to Alaska to a really friendly chap, Scott, who has another Celica GT4 in white. This one was black, and he drifts them on ice. That's pretty awesome. So there's a huge tuning scene for this car, from exhausts to remaps to turbos to downpipes to styling to suspension. There's a massive community, really helpful forums, really good people on those forums. So again, if you get one, you'll have a good bunch of people that you can get on with, make friends with, and actually get to know what works and what doesn't. Some of the complaints around the car are visibility. So for example, rearward visibility, there's no rear wiper either. Also in front of me here, there's a screen, and the rear view mirror sits quite low, so there's not much of a gap between the two. There are mods that people do to raise the mirror. If it was up to me, I'd get rid of the screen. I think the screen's pointless. The circuit pack doesn't have sat nav, so I would get rid of the screen. Tall people also find that they sit quite high up. So another kind of mod that people do to the car is that they lower the seats. So this is my car, and I've loved every single mile I've done in it. I've always wanted one. I got it a bit late. This is a 73 plate, although I put the order in and it took about a year and a half to get the car, but it's well worth it. I love everything about it. I really can't fault the car. I think it's just so good and so special. It's hard to put everything into words. I mean, it just drives so well at the limit, but also just general everyday use. It's just so good. It's so usable. You can seat 4 people in it. You can poodle around town. It's not too loud. Now, I know that's a criticism that some people put on the car, but when you're just driving around town and going to the shops, it not being too loud is actually quite good. So how relevant is this car in 2025? I can't believe it's been out since 2020. Time flies. Toyota have released a facelift version of the GR Yaris. It's got more power at 300 brake horsepower. It's got more torque. I think it's 297 pounds-foot of torque. And the facelift GR Yaris also comes with an auto option, which I'm actually quite excited about, because it's not just an auto box they've plonked into the car. It's a special sports auto. They've tuned it. It revs to the red line. It's meant to be really good. 0 to 60 in this car is 5.5 seconds, and it's electronically limited to 142 miles per hour. The facelift version, the current version, is a little bit faster, 0 to 60, 5.2 seconds, and 1 mile per hour faster at 143 miles per hour. But in terms of this shape GR Yaris, it's hugely relevant. It's hardly lost any value. It's as fast as anything. It's practical. It looks great. It's got the wide arches. You feel like you're driving something from the early noughties, maybe even the late 90s. That's how it feels. And every drive in it is fun. It's that simple. Every time you drive this car, it's fun. You hear the whoosh of the turbo, you hear the engine. It's just such a good, feel-good car. In summary, this car is hugely relevant to this day. I talk like it's ancient, but it's 5 years old. It's still really performant. It's special feeling. It's fast. It only weighs 1,280 kilograms, which isn't that much for a modern car. Who wouldn't want one? I think everyone should have one. I'm obviously slightly biased. You've been watching Amir at Shooting Brake. This is the 2023 GR Yaris. And before you go, you might as well listen to this again.